All right. What up, boys? I'm here with Adam Griffin, one
What's
of
up?
my recent creators that I onboarded and launched a high ticket offer with. So, Adam, if you want to go ahead and just introduce yourself, what you do, how old you are.
Sure. My name is Adam Griffin. I'm 20 years old and I do e-commerce. I've been dropshipping for the past 4 years and I recently started a YouTube channel about 9-ish months ago. And I run a clothing brand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And what we sitting inside right now?
My new AMG, I picked it up about 4 months ago.
It's clean. It's clean. I'll show you guys
AMG.
the outside. Yes,
It
sir.
says it on the seat.
Clean Mercedes. Clean Mercedes. But I just want to make this quick video for you guys with my creator. In the past 2 days, we've collected $6.3 thousand in cash.
I can pull up the receipts.
Pull up the receipts. Pull up the receipts.
People be lying.
They
That's
do
the
lie.
issue with the internet.
They do lie, but we have the receipts.
We keep it 100. As you can see.
Dang.
Let me hold up.
Hold up.
See that? With it.
The refresh. So it's like 6.1 on there after fees, but 6.3K collected, 12K closed because that's in contracts, and we're looking to collect 18K more as well.
Yeah, that's the goal.
It's the goal. We open a little cohort, 3K offer, 10 spots available. We filled 4 so far, and we're looking to do even more. So conversion rates have been well and everything. You want to talk about kind of the coaching that you used to do before we started working together?
Yeah, so I've been coaching pretty consistently for about the past, I want to say 7 months, 2 months after I started my YouTube channel, and it's been very janky. I'm lucky to have made it as far as I have with it. With what I've been doing, I would literally just make a Discord announcement saying who wants coaching, and then I would get DMs, I would answer the DMs, and I would charge a very low amount, undervaluing myself for sure, for a couple months of coaching. It was very janky. PayPal invoices, not very systemized.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I guess how much were you making per month with that type of offer?
It's a good question. So I had about 10 clients a month at around $600 a month. So $6,000 a month, give or take.
Gotcha. And that's crazy to think because we just made that in 2 days.
Yeah, wild. With under half the clients.
Yeah, under half the clients, and we haven't even collected half the cash from those clients too. We're gonna collect 12K by the next 2 months, so that's pretty exciting. And I'm curious, actually first tell them about your Discord, because you have a pretty big Discord. You're funneling from your YouTube channel. That's about all that you post on social media wise. But how long have you been running the Discord, and how many members do you have in there?
Sure. So I launched the Discord exactly 1 month after I started YouTube. I was just building up hype on the channel for about a month. So the Discord was launched November of last year, and we have a little bit over 3,800 members right now. It's just an e-commerce community. We have a little bit of Bitcoin stuff in there as well, but awesome community, great people.
Yeah. So I want to ask you, what made you want to take the step to hire someone? I know we've talked a lot about you kind of do everything yourself, always have, with thumbnails and editing. So what made you take that leap of faith to hire me and scale this out?
As far as content was going, I was reaching a placebo where you can only do so much by yourself. You can only film so many videos, edit so many videos, take on so many clients, and you have a very limited amount of information when you only take advice from yourself. So I took a piece of advice from a close business friend of mine, and he said, you got to stop doing everything on your own. You got to trust some other people, outsource some things. And I took his advice, but I was still very picky with who I outsourced because I wanted to make sure they were the right person. And I found Clark, and I took the leap of faith, and here we are. It's been fantastic.
Yes, sir. It's definitely paid off, right?
100%.
But yeah, talk to them about how I got in contact with you, because I think this will be a good lesson for you guys to learn if you're looking to get into growth operating. Be creative and everything. You want to tell them how we got in contact?
Yeah, so I get tens of emails from growth operators every single day, and I ignore all of them. I do not read them. He even tried to email me, and it's not personal, but I probably saw it, but I ignored him. And I mean, obviously, if you haven't already noticed, we're sitting in a car together because we live in the same area, funny enough. We went to high schools minutes apart, and a friend texted me on Snapchat saying, hey, do you know this guy Clark? And I was like, no, who's Clark? And he said, he wants to talk to you. I want to put you in a group chat with him. And I didn't know what was about to go down, right? But I got put in the group chat, and he was like, hey, can I pitch you something? And I was like, oh, okay, thank God. And this guy went out of his way to reach out to a mutual to put me in a Snapchat group chat so he could pitch me, and he lived 20 minutes away. And I was like, all right, if I don't give this guy a chance, who am I going to give a chance? So it was funny.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
strategical.
It's a funny story. I wanted you to tell that story because a lot of people at home, they do the really simple type of outreach. Like I did to you in the beginning, like where you just email or you just send a Loom video or DM on Instagram. And it's like, I want you guys to learn that you got to be creative with outreach. You got to use your resources. If you see any creators that are near you, look and see if you have mutuals. Like, I didn't even realize that we had that mutual. And then you liked his Instagram post. And
Yeah.
that's the reason that I had him reach out. But yeah, you just got to be creative with outreach and everything. And what would you say is the difference between now that we have these systems set in place and you've hired me and when you used to do it by yourself? Like what have I kind of changed in that systems?
So it's going to be hard to explain this without it sounding too good to be true, but I guess that's kind of the power of outsourcing things. It doesn't feel sloppy anymore. Everything feels a lot more put together. I feel like I can do better for the clients. It feels like they're more important because they're in a separate Discord server. They have an actual onboarding process now. It just feels it's a much better experience for the actual clients. And I love that. And also, this is kind of the too good to be true side. I mean, I'm making significantly more money as far as coaching goes, and I'm doing almost nothing except for coaching. When we got the payments, I was doing nothing. I was at the beach with my family, and Clark was here collecting payments, and that was crazy to me. And it doesn't seem like something like that is very realistic, but it strangely is. And if you have ever watched my YouTube, you'll know that I'm a very realistic guy, and that's why it's so crazy to me, because it seems too good to be true. But the power of outsourcing is fantastic, and everything is systemized, and it's not like it got easier for me and harder for the clients and more scammier. It got more legit for the clients. They feel more important, and I'm making more money with less time. It's fantastic.
There you go. It's the best of both worlds. It really is. That's why outsourcing is huge. It was so funny because the day you got to the beach is the day we started collecting those payments.
Yeah.
And you like just got into the beach, and I had a PIF. It was like a $3,000 pay in full, and I texted Adam. I'm like, did you get that? He's like, oh my god, like it's gotta be a cool feeling because now I'm to the point where I have closers and stuff working for me, and when they close, it's a cool feeling because I get a percentage of that while I was playing pickleball the other day, and my closer texted me that he closed a deal, and so I made some money off of that. I'm like, this is the future. So it's probably like a cool feeling. Like you had just gone to the beach, and then I just closed like a $3,000 deal for you.
Yeah, funny story. At that same time, I was actually in a pretty heated argument with a woman over text when I was at the beach. So we were going back and forth, and I went back and I was waiting for her to come forth, and my phone buzzed, and I was like, what you got to say now? And I looked, and my Face ID has it unlocked, so I couldn't see the text, but it said Clark, and I was like, oh, it's Clark. Then I opened it, and it was like, yo, did you get that 3K? And I was like, who cares about the girl, bro? I was like, yeah. So argument was over. It not only solves my business problems, it also solves my personal problems. Yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah! I didn't even know that. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But yeah, if you guys take anything out of this, I'd say get creative with outreach. If you're a creator, learn the leverage of outsourcing and hiring a growth operator, or even other people. Do you have any like last remarks or anything before we wrap this up?
Well, I can only speak to people that are like me who are content creators, and the only reason that I kind of went through with this, and this is really, I was in a huge, not divot. I wasn't decreasing in productivity, but I was just at a plateau, and I couldn't break it, and I didn't know why. And it's because I was trying to do everything myself, and I wasn't, putting my trust in other people. And then I got that piece of advice saying, you can't do everything yourself. And that took me months to learn. And I finally took my friend's advice. And now, for the first time, and I'd say 6 months now, like the content business for me, coaching wise, YouTube view wise, hasn't reached its peak again since March. So it's been like almost 6 months now that it's just been at a plateau. And for the first time in 6 months, it's been broken in 2 days. I've reached new highs in 2 days, and it's just because I took that piece of advice. So
Yes,
outsource, but make sure you're outsourcing to the proper people.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Adam, thank you for sitting down, having this conversation. I'm sure it was valuable to everyone watching, whether you're a creator, whether you're a growth operator, or you're just looking to watch a random video. Appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking the time.
Of course.
And check out Adam. I have his YouTube linked like the video or whatever. So check out his content. He's killing it.